Popular girls are some of the most annoying people in school. They were always so loud for no reason and thought they were the funniest people on earth. Most of the time they would just piss off the teacher by speaking all the time. When I was in school, if every girl wasn't a copy and paste of each other, then the popular girls would see them as absolute peasants. Or because they wasn't kitted out in the same black or beige Primark bag, 5 layers of fake tan more orange than the face of the sun, and bleached blonde hair.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure?
If you didn't like to wear skirts that were so far up that they were constantly pulling them down and sticking slugs above your eyes, then sorry to tell you this, but I don't think they're going to like you. All the popular girls always had their big group of friends. And I kid you not, their friend groups would be the most fake friend groups in the whole school. You're just chilling trying to get through maths class and then you find out girl A secretly chatted shit about girl B because last weekend they all decided to drink in a cow field and too much was said. Another thing, how these people were even popular to begin with. Nothing about them was genuinely likeable. I'll tell you how. Pretty privilege. This is a genuine thing which happens absolutely everywhere and it's so stupid. If you're not seen as pretty because you may have a different style or like before, not a copy and paste of every single other girl in the UK, then the chances of you being popular are pretty low. Another example of this is if you're just the average Joe trying to get through school and God decides to punish you by sitting one of the girls next to you, they would act like they're about to sit next to the stinkiest, dirtiest person on earth. Let's loop back to the cowfield thing. Oh my god, I swear their whole personality was every weekend going to some random place and filling their liver with poison for some fun. Like, calm down, it's been 4 weeks straight and I've seen you on Instagram holding some Smirnoff vodka and you're chugging that shit like it's a Capri Sun in the middle of summer. I don't know if I'm just not cool enough for that life, but I don't get how it's fun to drink and bun on a Blue Raz vape you bought from the school dealer every weekend. If you do not suck on vapes like it's an inhaler trying to save your life and drink like a 40-year-old alcoholic, then you're a boring little shit and a neek and you'll never achieve anything in life. Except you will, because your brain hasn't been decomposing and collapsing due to the amount of tar and lead being inhaled into your body, and your liver is still functioning, and you will actually be able to calculate more than the basic maths. But don't worry, that's what the hair and beauty courses are for. I'm not trying to judge or anything, but they always had the worst tasting guys. If you wasn't wearing the all-black night tech rocking with a samurai katana stuffed next to your Johnson, then you're just not manly enough, mate. But hey, I wouldn't even care about this topic if after a breakup they didn't say things like, all boys care about is your body and stuff like that. Yet maybe if you just went for the average Joe instead of a katana-wielding, weed-smoking lad, you wouldn't have broken up once he couldn't get his dick wet. The whole popular pyramid scheme in schools was always stupid anyways. No one actually knew what made someone popular, how they became popular or why, they just were, and it was just a thing which everyone knew in the back of their heads when they saw someone. Look at this, you cannot tell me that this isn't accurate. Below the average Joe is the edgy emos, followed by the people whose hair was rather slicked back with pomade, or they just had not showered in days and thought, oh yeah, I can go one more day. These people were a genuine challenge to sit next to sometimes, but at least a normal person won't make a big deal about it. I'm pretty sure it's everyone's fear to find out that it's 5 minutes before the end of the day and you smell like shit. Having PE lessons in the middle of the day had me bugging thinking I was stinking up the whole room. Whoever's idea that was is cruel. No one cared as much about smelling as much as these popular girls. And this is something which genuinely annoyed me when I was in school, is when I'm just trying to finish my work and then I'm bombarded by a goddamn smoke grenade and I can start to feel my lungs implode. But oh wait, it's just one of them applying their hourly spray of Victoria's Secret or So Spray. Just bathe in the stuff, why don't you? Every single time, nothing would even smell bad either. Then you're punished by having to smell vanilla ice cream for 10 minutes. Which doesn't sound bad, but when it's perfume, it's just different. If you've made it this far through this absolute yap session of a video, thanks. I'd just like to say a disclaimer that I'm not hating on women in general, I'm not some kind of woman hater. And if anyone from my school is watching this, then this video does not directly apply to anyone. However, if you're thinking it applies to you, then you probably might be something similar to what I'm talking about. Please leave me stab free after this video is done. Cheers. Some of the girls will be the biggest pick-me's ever. They will make sure that their voice was heard on top of everyone else's. An example of this is if you don't get the answer to something, what do you do? A. Put your hand up and ask for help. Or B. Shout out and go, I don't get it. I need help. If you choose A, you're wrong. Of course it's B. Why wouldn't you want to shout out so everyone can now live a happy life knowing the most recent update of your life? You're not the main character, bro. No one will be more rude to girls compared to the other girls, bro. If it's one thing about these types of people, it's their special ability to generate insults on the spot. I'd hear words flying everywhere. Slag, bitch, whore, tramp. One thing you never want is to be in a 100-mile radius once girl A finds out what girl B said about her. And you best be prepared with them earplugs. If two popular girls were arguing, the words would be flying everywhere, but 98% of the time nothing would actually erupt from this arguing, and everyone would carry on with their day. But on the odd chance that God gifted these bloodthirsty school kids with a school fight, everyone would be prepared, and no one cared that it would be the baitest thing ever with a whole crowd of people in one area. I swear down, these people wanted to see some action. I don't know if it was just with my school, but the prime fight days were in year 7 and 8. Mainly because Everyone was dumb kids, but there was people fighting each other just for the sake of the fight. Sometimes these guys didn't even hate each other, they just wanted to scrap. But there was fights every other day. I remember hearing the word Schoolfield at the end of the day, and I already knew what was happening. The only difference is with these girl fights, on the rare occasion which happened, all you would see is some hair pulling. No offence. Carrying on with the fighting, I am proud to admit I was never a part of the scandalous fights. However, I did attend some of the beatdowns after school back in year 7 and 8. However, towards the end of year 11, it was as dry as a desert. There had not been a single speck of action since before lockdown, man, and I'm pretty sure some lads were generally bugging from the lack of bloodshed. The only exception were the tiny year 11s who were for a totally different video, man. Honestly, year 7s nowadays are built different. To be honest, the whole of Gen Alpha is completely fucked. No one took these year 7s seriously because they all thought they were as hard as nails when they were all below 5 foot. So the action there once was stayed dead. Now it probably depends what part of the area of the UK you live in, but what these sort of girls choose to wear is very questionable. I'm not saying what you can or cannot wear. If you like to wear it, I guess, wear it. But a Primark bra looking thing and Night Pro shorts is a crazy outfit. If that was my daughter, I think I might have to have a word with her. That's mainly during summer, but not long ago I went up to Cleethorpes and oh my god. This is drifting away more from the popular girls and more chav girls who are a very similar species, but that rundown ass place is filled with the biggest tramps ever. I had been there for 5 seconds and I couldn't take a piss in peace without some guy sticking his knees through my stall having a wank. And why is every single local girl I see there rocking one of these? Anyways, popularity is definitely something which needs to be looked at under a microscope, and everyone needs to realise that it doesn't actually mean a thing. During your time at school you may think, oh, I wish I was popular, but trust me, it does not matter at all. There's about 5 people from my old school who go to my college, and the only person I speak to from there is my girlfriend. And everyone else I haven't seen in nearly a year. So don't stress, just focus on getting the grades that you want, and if you're surrounded by a bad environment of people, that will affect the outcome of your life and how you think. So make sure you're surrounded by people who will actually help you in life, and not people because they're seen as popular, because once you finish school, no one gives a fuck about how popular you were. Yeah, you may miss out on some cool parties you see people on their Insta stories, but you've got plenty of time to do all that. Because at the end of the day, yeah, people might have laughed at you when you never listened in your classes, but in August, when you open that letter and you failed basically everything, you're the one who's then going to realise how much you fucked up whilst everyone else is chilling with what they wanted. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I haven't done one of these videos before, I just wanted to experiment with how it would go, but I enjoyed making this, so I hope you enjoy watching. And if you want to subscribe, please do, it means a lot, and thanks for watching. Peace.